And I don't want this to be like, you know, the couple that invites you over to dinner and then they make you watch their home movies. But I did. I mean, when I think of holiday memories, I think of when I was a kid. So I went digging through the old home movies and photos, and here's what I came up with. I don't remember anything about this Christmas, but this was my first. I was just a few months old in this picture, and that's my dad. I don't remember this Christmas either, but this, somehow, I do remember. Dancing with my cousin Sue at the Highfield Christmas party. One of our traditions my family had was cutting down our Christmas tree. My parents and my Aunt Pat and cousin Sue, who lived next door, would go up over the hill and pick a tree. That's my mom and dad with one. We'd drag it back and hope it would fit through the front door. Some years, the trees looked pretty good. Other years, we'd turn it around and try to hide the uneven spots. We'd decorate the tree together, my parents and me. And of course, I remember the gifts on Christmas mornings. Clearly, I was thrilled by whatever this was. And I remember loving that Santa brought me a desk one year, a mini-sized version of the one my dad had. And this future news reporter remembers getting his first tie. But when I look back now, it's not the rocking horses or the excitement of peeking in my stocking that really makes me smile. It's thinking about the time I spent with the people I loved. This is my cousin Sue and me with our gifts and our family all around. Now I realize how precious that time was, how it's time spent with the people you love the most, hopefully making memories that'll last a lifetime. I love watching all that.
Wow.
Oh, don't cry, Heather.
I'm sorry. I love Christmas time. I'm sorry.
It's really special. And looking back at all of that, you know, it makes you think about a family that may not be with you anymore, but you have those memories, and it's great to hold on to.
You're usually the one crying. Why am I crying?
I know you caught what I have. All right, Selena, it's your turn. You're up next.
Wow. As you know, we are a big Italian family, and we love to eat. We love to eat everything, but on Christmas Eve, that is when we celebrate the Feast of the Seven Fishes. As Italians. But I want to show some photos because we do so much on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So Christmas Eve, we always go to Mass, and it's really special. We go to 4 o'clock Mass, and then we have our big dinner at Grammy B's house, the Seven Fishes. So we have everything, which includes fried smelts, there's cod, there's shrimp, there's lobster.
Oh, sounds so good.
Heather would love this.
No.
So here's some photos of my family, my sister, Brandon, their daughter, my parents.
He looks familiar.
That's my little niece Ellie in Grammy B's kitchen, about to feast. My dad and I on Christmas Day. All great photos. I know, I can't wait. And then my mom and I, this is us last year heading to Christmas Eve Mass before Grammy B's feast. There she is, the queen in the kitchen. She is such a tremendous cook. She is almost 90, Grammy B, and she makes everything on that table.
That's incredible.
Yeah, great. She looks great. So we do celebrate the Feast of the Seven Fishes, but we have meat too. We have everything because we love food. We love to eat.
You know, I never knew about the Seven Fishes until I was an adult, and it makes me wish I were Italian. Because, I mean, holy cow, I never knew.
It's quite a feast. Quite a feast.
So good. All right, Mikey, your turn.
So, one of my fondest childhood memories is watching The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, right? And I mean, we would wait all year to watch this on TV. And so my brother and I, here it is, there's the Grinch. He's so sinister and so mean. And I love it. And I love how he had, you know, Max the little dog. He was, you know, pushing the sleigh up the hill, and it was too much for him. And he had all of the presents and all of the trees and look at that smile.
Is that a smile?
Yeah, so that was so much fun. So love watching that. And then also I found this as well. This is an old picture of, 'twas the night before Christmas. And this was my first pop-up Christmas book. Well, actually my first Christmas book ever. And it just reminded me so much of Christmas. And matter of fact, I was looking it up, and that book is worth $200.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I need to find my copy.
You do need to find
But you can't sell that, right? You got to
No,
keep
that's-
that.
You have
right.
to keep it, yeah.
right.
So much fun.
And Ron, what about you?
You know, when I was a kid, my favorite memory was kind of growing up in Little Rock. My favorite memory was spending time with my family and lighting the Christmas tree, and then also putting all the decorations on there as well. And you know, now that I'm so far from home, I can't do that with family every year, but I do it with my girls, and we get to also have kind of a stand-in because I think the Pittsburgh area is now our family. So one of our favorite things is getting to kind of go out and light the Christmas tree at first night, or light up night, I should say, and just kind of getting to stick around for that is so much fun with getting to light up the trees and things like that.
Making new memories in
Yep,
your new home.
Definitely.
Pittsburgh is home now.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh, that's special.
What about you, Heather?
Well, I had something very special happen last year, and I was keeping a big secret from Frankie. So, and you know, Christmas time is so much fun now that we have young kids, and people kind of told us that ahead of time when we were getting ready to start a family. And so we're making a lot of new memories and creating traditions. But I want you to take a look at this. This is one of my favorite memories from last year when I got to surprise my husband.
If there is anything my husband Frankie likes to get for Christmas, it's a fresh pair of sneakers. So naturally, I hid a big surprise in a package shaped like a shoebox. He was smiling because he thought he knew what was inside. But little did he know, I was keeping a secret.
Did you check?
In the box were 2 outfits, a knitted firefighter outfit and a onesie that said Little Gentleman.
It's a boy! What happened to baby boy?
Frankie had no idea I found out the gender 2 weeks before Christmas.
Alright, turn it off.
There was nothing quite like seeing him light up once he realized we were having a baby boy. And yeah, there may have been some tears from both of us.
Okay!
That is so awesome.
Selena, you know, coming from an Italian family,
Oh, yeah.
Italian men will cry, but they get very angry about it afterwards if you say anything to them. So I asked his permission to use the video and share it, but he did know we were having another baby, just not what we were having.
Yeah,
so
which
it was
is
a
awesome.
fun surprise.
Very, very
And you had 2 girls already, so this was
exciting for us.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh,
Congratulations to both you guys. What a great year for you guys.
a very special Christmas this year.